Hi friends, now I'm going to start a new topic. It is codes you should read. For every engineer, okay, must be aware about these codes and must be studied. Okay, before starting work on the software. Software knowledge is not enough. Okay, main thing is that you have to understand the basic concepts and basic guidelines, what type of guidelines we need to follow before proceeding for this software is just tool. Okay, so just understand that. So accordingly you just read. Okay, these are these codes. Okay, I will go through these codes means one by one. Okay, now we'll go to the first one, IRC 38. This is for design of horizontal curves for highways. So here in this code, they have dealt with all the horizontal alignment details and elements, super elevation and minimum radius, all those things they have discussed. Okay, it's a big code, but no need to read all the things. Basic concepts you should be aware. Okay, that minimum radius value and the minimum transition value. Okay, that you should be aware. And then we'll go to the IRCSP 23. This is for vertical covers of highways. So while designing the profile, minimum k value and minimum length of vertical curve, what we need to provide, so and side distance, for all these things you have to refer this IRCSP 23. Now then SP84, it's a manual. Actually it's not a code manual, it's a combination of all the code related information that will be applicable for the four lanes. Okay, so IRC SP84 entirely dealt with the four laning details. So what type of cross sections they are there, and what is the minimum gradient. Okay, and what to say, minimum speed you should follow for the four laning. Okay, then similarly SP73 for two lanes. Okay, after that for six lanes IRC SP87. And then for uh, global projects you should be aware about these two codes, ASTO green book and DMRB. Okay, so what I want to say that please read these codes and spend some time. Okay, and note down the basic details and prepare some sheet like that. um, what is the minimum gradient and the minimum k value for hasto, for DMRB, for IRC standards. Okay, just read all these things and spend some time before working on the software. Now see IRC 38. See, design speed criteria for national highways and then MDR, other district roads and village roads, what will be the speed. Okay, design speed. And then types of terrain. Okay, and then this diagram is very important. Okay, this they have explained very beautifully in IRC 38. What are the elements? Okay, curve length, and then tangents. Okay, that shift values, all those things, point of intersection. Okay, so please read that, try to understand. Okay, then see, this is minimum transition values. Okay, for various, for the speed and for particular radius. Okay, then minimum radius. Okay, for 100 kmph 360. These things normally uh, occurs in interview questions also. Okay, so that's why I'm suggesting you. Okay, now then IRCSP 23, it deals with the side distance values for particular speed and then length of vertical curves in with the k values. These are very important k values. This is the k value 73.6 for 100 kmph speed. Okay, when we consider SSD, when we consider ISD it is 135. Okay, so and then gradients. Okay, ruling gradient for the plain and rolling terrain. Okay. Then for mountainous and for steep terrain, what is the ruling gradient? These values also you should be in a to say it should be remembered. That's it, simple. Okay, now vehicular underpass clearance details, typical cross sections and clearance details. So for vehicular underpass, how much clearance should be maintained? and for a light vehicular underpass, how much is the clearance should be there. Okay, this clearance should be aware while deciding the FRL. Okay, FRL of the road. Okay, finished road level. Then um, this is very important thing. Typical cross section, that is typical cross section schedule or widening schedule, widening scheme. There are various what to say terms are there, but deciding the widening schedule is a very important role in a project. And very what to say, judgment should be there. Means um, what to say, based on the site investigations and based on the what to say, proposals. Means whether we are providing a service road or not, that you have to decide. So that will come from the land use pattern. If a built up area is there, we'll go for the service road proposal. So that criteria should be in mind while deciding the typical cross section. From this chainage to this chainage, what type of cross section will be applicable. So what I want to say that preparing a template is a just like a tool. Okay, but deciding typical cross section will be a engineer role. Okay, so this width, all those things should be referred from the codes and all those things. Okay, now um, same, this is for open country. They have mentioned for the built up area also. Okay, that's it. Now we'll go to the this DMRB. DMRB is a combined table is there for stopping side distance and horizontal, vertical. Okay, it's entirely combined table is there. Please read these codes, and then you can start working on that. So I'll just show the codes and what you should read. See, in IRCSP 84, just read the first, second section 2. This is very important, very important. And then section 3, intersections and grade separators. This I think it's not required, but we can refer. Section 2 and section 3 are very important. After that, payment design. So the separate code IRC 37 is there and IRC 58 is also there. But uh, but go once here. Then other thing is that this toll plaza and project facilities. This is also very important. Okay, deciding the truck laybys and parking base. Okay, so most probably only 4 to 5 sections are enough for this SP84. Similarly for ASCSP 73. Okay, that's it, guys. Now similarly we'll go to the CD109. This is UK DMRB code, design manual for roads and bridges. So here, first, this scope and design speed, side distance, horizontal, vertical, up to here is enough actually. These are just examples type, but basic things will cover in these 5 sections. So read all these sections and make a note. Means what will be the criteria and what will be the maximum gradient and what maximum k value, all these things you should make a note and then prepare some sheet. Okay, that's it, guys. Similar approach for the ASTO also. So I hope you like this video. Okay, please subscribe. Thanks for listening.